we hit the main fault, this new target, it is wide. We've got about a 20-meter core intersection. The true width of that we've got yet to figure out. It'll be a little bit smaller than that, but that's a nice wide intersection, and that's really what we're looking for here.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Jason Weber. He is the CEO of Silver North Resources. And Jason, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Glad to be back.
So, company out with some news today talking about completing your drilling program at the Haldane property. And first off, let's remind everyone a little bit about that property, where it is, and really what this it was a fairly small drill program, but obviously significant in what you were able to find.
Yeah, absolutely. So Haldane is our flagship silver project in the historic Keno Hill district of the Central Yukon Territory. We've had some great success actually at Haldane with some new discoveries, particularly at our West Fault, where we drilled one hole in this current program, just following up on some high-grade mineralization that we had identified previously, trying to build that out. And we had stepped out 50 meters along strike from our best intersection in hole 24, which was a few meters of 1,351 grams per ton silver. So nice high grade intersection. We're trying to follow that up, but we also stepped down the hill a little bit and drilled through the upper portions of the West Fault into the main fault, which is our target that is looks to be parallel to the West Fault, offset by a couple of hundred meters. And we'd never tested this target. Some previous operators had tried to drill holes into this, lost the holes for the most part. There's probably 2 of every 3 holes attempted were lost before they got to the target depth. So we were very fortunate to get 2 holes into this target, hitting it below the level of oxidation, showing that there are indeed Keno-style veins present there. And now it's off to the lab to see what the silver results come back from this brand new target that we have just added to the portfolio at Haldane.
Yeah. So when I say small program, I mean it was 3 holes at about 732 meters. I think it was in the news release. But really, the significance of it, as you mentioned, is the step out and what that's able to tell. So now, after you obviously you want to see results and see where you're going. So obviously you have to wait until that comes out. But it really does show you the potential for size. Am I accurate in that?
Yeah, for sure. The where we hit the main fault, this new target, it is wide. We've got about a 20-meter core intersection. The true width of that we've got yet to figure out. It'll be a little bit smaller than that, but that's a nice wide intersection, and that's really what we're looking for here. Is we need some broad intersections. We kind of count anything from 3 to 4 meters as kind of our minimum width of intersection. And if we can get high grade on there, that obviously makes it all that much more greater potential economically. So with this main fault intersection being wide, being the right type of alteration and the right mineral assemblage that we're seeing in the veins, even if this doesn't run, if it runs 100 grams per ton silver, that's still very, very encouraging, because we know from our neighbors at Hecla who are mining these veins right now that when you get onto one of these systems, as long as you have the right style of mineralogy and good thickness, you can start to see where you're going to get high grade high grade shoots within these vein systems. So that's what we would be targeting next. So it's very, very significant for us.
Yeah. So Jason, does obviously you wait till the results come back because that's important. Are you planning any more work up there? I'm not sure. Do you work through the winter there, or do you sort of take some months off? How does it work?
Yeah, we've drilled into December there in the
Okay.
past. This year we're not going to. We raised about 850,000 in charity flow through at in the spring this year. So we use those funds to drill this program. We've got a little bit left over. I think based on the way the weather was going and the next target area we wanted to drill, it was just conditions were deteriorating. It just becomes a little bit more expensive. If we were able to get in earlier, set up for a winter program, we could certainly do it more efficiently than right now. So we're going to wait. We'll come back in the spring and follow up on these results at that point.
That makes a lot of sense. Jason, thanks so much. Good to catch up with you, and we look forward to our next conversation and some of the results from this drilling program.
Yeah, thanks very much. My pleasure to be on with you.
All right, Jason Weber, the CEO of Silver North Resources.